Dwayne here, PhoenixTypewriter.com. Got this Smith Corona Electric. This happens to be an automatic 250 or 220. So it's got power return, power everything. It's nice, and it's in pretty good condition because somebody sprayed oil in here and we had to flush this out, which has already been done. So now the keys work again, thankfully, and don't stick. They were, even on this electric model, they were just sticking. But they also had a broken bell, so I'm like, okay, no problem. Fix these bells all the time. I start investigating, and it turns out to be much more serious than I expected. So the bell on this model, the Smith Corona model, is down right about here. In fact, here is the bell. And everything is in order except the clapper right here, which is this little wire guy right there. It's kind of hard to see him right there. Doesn't have the tip on it. It's supposed to have a tip like that. There's a Smith Corona one right there. And the tip is broken off. Came off. Not broke off, but slid off. It's crimped on there. So I disassembled another model. Very similar. Had the same style bell and clapper. Took me a half hour to get this part out. Looking at this one's got power return and this extra switch here for extra power, like it really needs any extra power on carriage return. There's just too much stuff in the way. I can't seem to find a way to get it in there without spending an hour or more, so I'm going to try to replace this tip. I tried to take this one off of this. I couldn't get it off. So I found some similar pieces like this little tube thing, and this one that I was going to put on the shaft. I ended up picking this one, so I'm going to be sticking that on the end of the shaft, which I've already I bent the shaft a little bit, so it's got a little angle when it's inside there, like that. And I'm going to put some metal epoxy in there, and I'm going to leave that piece on there, and that's going to clap the bell. It might need to be adjusted a little when I get it done, but I don't believe that part's going to come off once I get it glued in there. And that's going to keep me from having to take everything apart. I already had to take a bunch of stuff off. The whole return assembly, arms, and disassembly, springs, and stuff. So let's just do that on camera. Right now I got my metal epoxy here ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and fill this little, this stuff is already drying. Thought this was longer drying stuff, but maybe not. Maybe it's fast drying stuff, I don't know. I'm going to make sure there's stuff down in this tube all the way. Just make sure it gets down in here all the way. And then I'm going to let it dry for a day. And then come back and put everything together and see if I can get it to this modification to work. This piece is a little heavier than the original piece, so maybe to even ring harder. I don't know. So I'm going to put some of this metal stuff on the shaft here. So not only did I kink the shaft that it goes on right there, put a little kink in it so it's not straight, and I filed it so it would make sure there's no oil or anything on there. So let's try it. Let's stick this on there right now. Let's see if that part of the modification is going to work as planned. Okay, well, it's on there. twist it around a little bit maybe. Okay, it's going to be the new tip of the clapper on this guy, and we'll see if we can get this to ring the bell, which was one of the direct requests of this repair, on top of getting the type bars to work. When I get it all done, I'm going to highlight this power switch right here. When the return engages on this, it's got power return that's already super loud and fast. On this particular model, it's got a switch that increases the speed of the motor to make it even faster. It's crazy. Smith Corona, crazy. Okay, that's my quick little video of today. Good day.